Hi guys, I've been asked to review Electric Warrior and Hunky Dory, two albums that came out in 1971 for T.Rex and David Bowie. Both touch of class about them. Bowie, a class act. Mark, a really great songwriter, guitar player, singer. Bowie wrote the songs as well, so he's pretty good. Both, I think, got a bit of genius about them. Really class, genius. Both born in the same year as well, 1947. Bolan born in September, and David Bowie born in January of 1947. So I'm going to do track versus track. Track versus track. And you'll see what I mean as we go on, and to see which is the best track and the best album, really. So let's do track versus track. It's Electric Warrior versus Hunky Dory. Both albums came out in 1971. Which ones have got the best tracks on? Let's have a look, shall we? Okay, track versus track. There are 11 tracks on Electric Warrior, and there are 11 tracks on Hunky Dory. So, Mambo Sun is the first track on Electric Warrior. Great track, love that. Beneath the Beat Bop Moon, I Wanna Croon. Real chunky guitar going on there from Mark. Mark's vocal, fantastic. What's it up against on Hunky Dory? It's up against Changes. Changes, the face, the brilliant, iconic song from Bowie. Changes against Mambo Sun. I'm going to have to give it to Changes. Although I love Mark Bolan, he's my favourite artist of all time. But Changes, I think, beats Mambo Sun. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think. I think Changes beats Mambo Sun. Do you think that? I think it does. I think Changes is a great one of Bowie's top records of all time. I think it beats Mambo Sun. Okay, we're moving on to the second track. It's Cosmic Dancer against Oh You Pretty Things. You see what I mean? I'm doing it track versus track. Oh You Pretty Things. I like the guitar, the piano on that. But Mark, Cosmic Dancer is one of T.Rex iconic songs. I think it's Mark. I was dancing when I was 12. I danced myself right out the womb. He really was born to be a star, wasn't he, Mark Bolan? And, I think it's really sing like an autobiography of Mark, Cosmic Dancer. I think Cosmic Dancer beats Oh You Pretty Things. We move on to Jeepster against 8-Line Poem. Good song, 8-Line Poem. Pretty good. I think Jeepster beats it, though. Jeepster, it's one of T.Rex best singles. Should have got to number 1. And it was a single from this album. Well, it was against Mark's wishes, but we won't talk about that. It was a single, and it just got touched off the number 1 spot. So we're moving on to track 4. That's Monolith against Life on Mars. Right, I love Monolith. I absolutely adore Monolith. I think it's a fantastic track. I love Mark's voice on Monolith. I love the lyrics, what it's about. Monolith, really cool lyrics there. But against Life on Mars, I think Life on Mars beats Monolith. Life on Mars is one of Bowie's best songs of all time. So we're moving on to track 5, and that's Lean Woman Blues. Bit different from Mark, but I love the guitar solo from Bolan in the middle of that track. That's up against Kooks. So we got Lean Woman Blues against Kooks. When I was listening to Hunky Dory, this Kooks came out of the page, out of the speakers. I think Kooks is a really good song. I'm going to give it to Kooks. I think Kooks beats Lean Woman Blues. Okay, the next track is Get It On from T.Rex. That's up against Quicksand. I got to go for Get It On. It's one of the best songs of all time, isn't it? You know, from T.Rex. It's a #1 single. A great song. I think it beats Quicksand. So then we go on to Planet Queen against Fill Your Heart. Fill Your Heart's quite a good track. You know, it's an underrated track. I think that's the first one that Bowie didn't write on this album. He wrote all the others, but I don't think he wrote that one. Against Planet Queen. Fill Your Heart, Planet Queen. I've got to go Planet Queen. So we're moving on to track 8 now. And we've got Andy Warhol up against Girl. Girl and Andy Warhol. What do you think? Yeah. I think maybe Andy Warhol slightly beats Girl. I like Girl from T.Rex. I like the horns and that, but I do like that Andy Warhol song. I think it's a good song. I think I've got to go for Andy Warhol there to beat Girl. Okay, we're moving on to track 9, and it's The Motivator up against Song for Bob Dylan. I think there's no contest. I think The Motivator beats Song for Bob Dylan. Then we got Life's a Gas up against Queen Bitch. Ooh, that's a tight one, isn't it? Queen Bitch is a good song, but Life's a Gas is one of my favourite T.Rex records. I'm just going to give it to Life's a Gas, but I do recognise that Queen Bitch is a really good Bowie song. So Rip Off against the last song on Bowie's album, that's the Bewley Boys. I've never liked the Bewley Boys. I think it's probably the weakest song on the album, Hunky Dory. I think Rip Off beats that one. I go for Rip Off against the Bewley Boys. So there it is. That was 11 tracks against 11. And if I total it up, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was 8 for T.Rex and 4 for Bowie. The ones I gave to Bowie was Changes, Life on Mars, Kooks, and Andy Warhol. Yeah. So I think Electric Warrior comes out. But I didn't really realise how good this Hunky Dory is. This Hunky Dory is quite good because that Queen Bitch, that's a good song, you know, and Quicksand's not bad either. So I hope you enjoyed the video. That was 11 T.Rex tracks against 11, and I done them track versus track. Yes, track versus track. So let me know in the comments, put your track versus track. I don't mind that. No, if you want to put your track versus track on the same way as I did it on this album, on this video, sorry. Same way I did it on this video. If you like the video, please hit the like button for me and subscribe to the channel. And I'll have another track versus track. Yeah, I enjoyed this. I think it was really good. I had a feeling Electric Warrior would come out on top. But, you know, that was a strong challenger, Hunky Dory. And Hunky Dory, with them tracks, you know, Oh You Pretty Things, an 8-line poem, and Quicksand, and Queen Bitch. But, you know, it's up against a really good T.Rex album here. You know, you got Life's a Gas, The Motivator, Jeepster, and Mambo's Son, you know, and Get It On. It was close. It was close, but it was 8-4. 8 to T.Rex, 4 to David Bowie. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think. You can write them down for me, track versus track, on both of these albums if you like. I don't mind at all. Have a great day, and I'll have another video shortly.